Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today we are going to start on making a small little journal. Now what I've taken 4 pieces of the digital papers. Now I have got them quite muddled up really because I've got the actual kit, the Pirouette of Pink kit from my Etsy shop, which I'm using. I'm also using the freebie kit that came with the newsletter and the bits and pieces from the Friday Freebies. So I've got the whole kit all in one, so I've got the whole lot. So this one on the front, which I said yesterday, I am using, this is the monthly supporters. This is what we had last week for their little freebie, which is beautiful. So I'm using that as the front cover. So I'm going to show you, I'm using this one. I'm only using 4 pages, which I have backed. I'm using this one, this one, and this one. Now this one has got this beautiful one, and that's my middle page. So I'm just using 4, and this is going to be the front cover. So I'm not making a fancy cover. I'm just doing it quite basic because I want you guys to make a journal and a really nice simple one. Now what I've done, I've got all the tags like this, and I've just backed it with some of my tea and coffee stain paper, which is a digital kit, and I've just sewn around it. Now I've printed these onto 160. All of these are printed onto 160 GSM paper. Now sometimes I think I make my tags too thick and too heavy, so all I've done now is sew around these, and I think they, you know, they're quite nice. They're good thickness. So they're perfect. So I've just sewn around those, and I've sewn around all of the postcard ones as well, which are, again, I've just printed them onto 160 GSM and backed them with the tea and coffee stained papers. So I've got lots of these to use in the journal as well. I've got the Friday freebies that we did on Friday, so I can add some of those in if I need to, and I've just cut up some of the embellishments, and I've done the tickets, and look at these, they are gorgeous, aren't they? So all as I did for these, I've cut them out, bent it where you're going to bend it, and then just snipped it out with a little hole punch like that, and then inked them up. So I'm just loving them, and we've got 2 sets of those. And all the little bits and pieces. Whether I'm going to use all this, probably not, but again I want to use some in the bigger journal. Now for the bigger journal, which I will be doing, I've just folded the rest of these up, and I just think they're beautiful. So I have three signatures, and again I have 4 pages in each signature, so that's going to go towards my bigger journal, so that's out of the way. The reason I'm making a smaller one is because I've got lots of lovely papers, and I just wanted 3 in the big one, and I'm going to make a small one. So there we go. I found some more bits and pieces. Look at all these beautiful shiny bits. These is what I've cut off the big pieces of flower trim, and I just love them. So we've got all sorts of little bits and pieces in here. Not quite sure 100% what I'm going to be doing yet. But because there's not sort of any writing space in here, I was thinking of using some of this. Now I did fold this up already because I was giving it a go, because I didn't want to, I wanted a sort of idea of what I wanted to do. But not really. But I'm going to pop some writing paper in, but instead of folding it this way, I folded it long ways, and I think I'm going to pop it. I was going to do it in the middle, but I love that middle bit. So what I'm going to do, I've only got 3 pages, so I'm going to pop it here. So that will go on there. I'll cut that off in a second. I just want it so we've got a little bit of writing space in there. Would be quite nice, wouldn't it? So I think I will do that. I do believe that sticks out a little bit too much, but I think by the time we've sewn it all in, it will go in there nicely. Okay, so that's what we're going to do for now. Let's start that off. Let's pop there, and then I'm going to just cut this down, or tear it down, because it doesn't need to be properly neat. It's quite nice when it's a little bit raggedy, isn't it? Because we're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, what are we Do you think that's about right? What do you reckon? There we go. Going to be having some lace and trims hanging off there anyway, so let's just pull that off. Let me just cut, I'll just cut that a little bit straight. It's a little bit too, there we go, little scruffy bits off. So that's going to fit in there. So we've got like some little writing paper, and I'm just going to keep that blank. Do you think that's enough? 6 pages? It's only a little one anyway, isn't it? We're going to pop some tags and bits in here as well. So that's going to go in there like that. The front cover, I've got this lovely, look at this lovely piece I found. This is really old, and it's gorgeous. I'm not quite sure where it came from, but it looks like it's been sewn around the edges. Now I think I might keep this for my bigger journal, but look at that, it's just beautiful, isn't it? I'm going to pop that to the side. I've got this piece, which I was thinking maybe we could pop down here as the little spine bit, or I've got this piece, which is quite nice, which would go down there like that, which is lovely. I think that might go a little bit better unless we put this. Don't want it to be too heavy. Can't really see that. I think I might just go with this one actually. Have we got anything else to go underneath? What's this little piece? This is a little raggedy piece. Maybe that could go under, just for the front. What do you think? Actually, I think I might just go with this piece. Might be able to sort of scrunch that up just a little bit. Maybe we could add a few little flowers to it. I quite like it that it's sort of like offset as well. So what do you think? Should we pop that on, or shall we? I think we better do the cover last. And pop that in like that. Okay guys, me talking to myself. Shall we have a little pocket here? That's pretty, isn't it? And then what we can do, we could just slide this in. Okay, I don't want to make it too complicated. Now, if you don't have lace, you can use another piece of paper, another piece of card or something like that. So let's just cut that like this. What do you think? I'm going to, I think I might sew that on actually. What I might do, I'm going to stick that down for now, because when I do the front I might sew on to the front a little bit. I might put something down the middle on that bit as well. So I hope you've got your cup of coffee, because it might be a little bit of a long one today, but so that looks nice. Now we can always use, what have we got? Josh, I mean, look at these, all shiny and beautiful. You know what I mean? We can always sort of layer up some of this, because that looks beautiful, doesn't it? Lovely. So let's have a look. What can we pop in here? So we've got, I'm going to pop this in there so I know basically what we're doing. I think I might stick that on there actually. I like that. I did make some little bows wherever they've gone. Gosh, I've got so much stuff on my desk, it's crazy. Look at these. I just want it to be pretty. Look at that. Lovely. Do we need that? I think we do, don't we? Or should we just put that on there like that? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to pop that on there, but I'll probably forget. But I need to sew it first, don't we? Let's go for this page. Let's go for this one, shall we? Let's put, this is the Friday Freebie, so I want to use one of these anyway. Shall we put that on there? What's on the back of here? Okay, I think I'm just going to stick that down. So you guys should have had one of these if you got the Friday freebie. So you can pop one of these on there as well, can't you? Now I'm going to make it, shall I make it so it opens up? No, I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick this down. So that one has already got a little little journaling card in there, like that. So this one, again, we've got some way of popping it in there. So that looks nice. I might even use just a little bit of coffee stained paper, actually, as a little letter. What do you think? Let's just fold this in half. Look at this. Tear that down. Should we do the whole thing? So that will pop in there like that. And what I think, let's get the little bow out. I think I'm going to, gosh, I should have moved some of the stuff off my desk. It's a little bit messy, isn't it? Let's get a little bit of ink. If you know what I mean. Now I've got some beautiful little fussy cut pieces on here. Shall we just, this one's quite nice, isn't it? I think I might. What does that look like? I think I'm going to pop that on there. Put that there. Shall we have a little bit of cheesecloth? Where's my pretty one? Let's pop a little, gosh, a little bit of this one, I think, underneath. Take some of this off. Look at this. It's just lovely, isn't it? Probably don't need all of that. Let's just cut a little bit off. And this, it's a sort of scrunch around at the top. Have it sticking out a little bit. Pop this on. On the corner. I think I will just tuck that little edge in. There we go. Perfect. And then that can just sit in there like that. Lovely. That looks nice, doesn't it? Okay, so that can go in there, that can go in there. So let's turn over. Should we put something down there? Now I do have, I don't know whether you remember, I did these little ruffly bits. Now I did these on paper, so if I remember I will pop down the link to the video. Oh, should I do that? Shall we just make this one lovely and pretty? I'm going to pop that down the edge. Should I glue it first? Let's glue that first. Let's open this up. I think I will use my glue gun actually. This back into there. Pull this out. Look at that. That's really pretty, isn't it? Gosh, that's lovely. So, and then I'm loving these. So you just sort of like a little pop that comes out from the side. Right, I've got some little tags here. Let's have a look. We've got these beautiful ones here. Should we do this so that will flip out? What do you think? What do you think? Let's just have it so we can clip it at the top. But then again, where did that little piece go? This is lovely, isn't it? Oh, that's a different one. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. That would work, wouldn't it? Shall we have a little pocket here? I wonder if I've got, let me have a rummage, got some tracing paper or vellum that we could pop onto there. I like to see when I've got the tags with the, you know, the pictures and stuff on, I don't like to hide them too much in pockets, so that might be quite nice, mightn't it? So let's just fold that down like that. Probably better off cutting it with my guillotine. Let's see. Nope. That's good. Should we stick this on here a minute before I forget? Should we have that one, or where was the other one that I had? Oh, there we go, this one. That's pretty, isn't it? That's lovely. Oh, I like this one, I think. Oh, I don't know. I can put that one on the other one, can't I? I'm going to just stick this on with some glue, with my glue gun. That there. That's beautiful. Oh, I'm so pleased I'm using these little flowers. The trim. Gorgeous. Okay, where was I? Trying to find a little bit of room on my desk. We're going to put that one here. Let me fold this over. Let's just fold this over a little bit, shall we? Pop that there. Where's the middle? There's the middle. Going to do it all the way right to the end. Now I'm going to chop this off with my little guillotine, just there. Pop that down. That will sit in there like that. Shall we have something in there? We could, couldn't we? What shall we have? Shall I just pop a little bit of this over the top? I do like my seam binding. Shall we just pop a little bit of that? Let's stick that. Chop that off. Pop that back in there. Shall I sew it? Shall I sew it or glue it? What do you think? I just don't want to see glue marks on here. So we could pop that down. Maybe we could have a little bow on there. Got a smaller one? Don't think so. I think I'm going to quickly just sew this along there. Just like that. Oh, I sewed this as well. I just made like a little ruffle, because I think that would make like a nice little pocket, or like one of these little dress forms. I was going to pop it on there like that to make a little dress. Lovely. Right, I'm going to just quickly go over and just sew that along there, so I'll be 2 seconds. Okay, so that's lovely. I'm going to just chop this little bit off here. I've actually sewn around all of it. I've gone through that and I've just gone around the whole piece. And I've changed my cotton to white because I think that will look prettier on here. Shall I just stick that on? I think I'm going to just stick that on. Let's get rid of that little bit of glue. Just around the edge. Go. Look at that, that's lovely. Let's just leave that to dry just for a minute. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Shall we do a little sort of, I'm going to take one of these off and I'm going to make like a little collagey thing. Right, I'm going to use this piece. That was for the front, wasn't it? So let's just pop that to the side. Got all these beautiful little bits of netting stuff on here as well. Look at that, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? Got these pieces. Oh, should we have that little bit there? It's lovely. I might just leave that little scruffy bit on there. There's a piece of netting. That's a little piece of netting. Do I need that? I don't know whether I need that tag on there. What do you think? Should I just... Well, maybe I will. I'm going to pop that there, I think. Just because it says a ballet on it. Obviously, because it's the ballet kit. Let's just stick that like that. Now I'm going to pop a piece of... It's not going to fit. I'm just going to pop that under there because I'm going to use my hot glue gun. And I don't want it to go and stick everything through to the back. So let's just fold this up. That on there. Just stick that down. Push that on. I need a bit more glue. That down there. Like that. Lovely. Look at that. That's so, so pretty, isn't it? Put that to the side. These are like little silicone sort of like things, little pushy things. I think they're just to use for things like the hot glue. That looks pretty. Didn't stick, so that was all right. Let's pop that to the side. So what were we going to put on it? We were putting the little... Look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? How lovely is that? Just gorgeous. Okay, this page. Do we need to put much on there? I suppose we could pop a little something down here, couldn't we? That's nice. Maybe I'll put that. And then I've got a little, got these beautiful little cards that could stick in there. That's what I will do. Let's have a little bit of ink around the edge. Should I just glue, which bit should I glue down? Just this piece? And then that can sit, yes, I think so. I really do have too much stuff on my table. Pop a little bit of, look at that, that's beautiful, isn't it? I think we need a little bit of something on here, don't we? A little bit of blingy or something. Do you think we should match this side? Should we have something over the top of that? That looks nice, doesn't it? I'm going to just cut a piece of this off, actually. I'm going to just stick it to the top of there, I think. Quite simple. Let's use the hot glue because it's quite heavy. Well, it's not heavy, but it's quite a sort of thick. Just add these little blingy bits. Are beautiful, aren't they? I've got another sort of. This is nice too, isn't it? That look nice on there. That fit? If I cut that, that's lovely, isn't it? That's what I'm going to do. So you're doing these little bits, like I said before, it gives you ideas for the bigger journal, doesn't it? That's lovely. That's what I'm going to do. Beautiful. Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? Haven't gone too close to that. So let's have a look. Where are we? Don't want to make it too thick, but it's looking so pretty, isn't it? How simple it is as well. Oh, I love it. Okay, this bit. What should we pop on our little piece here? Gosh, I've got lots of little bits and pieces on me. Shall we have a little pocket? We've got these lovely little pockets here. Because we don't want to make it too fussy, do we? Is that going to fit in there? There you go. That fits in there lovely, doesn't it? Let's just, should we pop something along the top? What should we have along the top? Unless we just go for one of our little bows. Or well, that was the bow for the front. I think that's a little bit too long. Or should we, oh, here's a small, is that, no, that's a longer one. That's a longer one. I suppose I could probably make a bigger one. Or we could have a little bit of this. Look at that. That's pretty, isn't it? Should we do it? Not going to quite fit. Got a little bit of sellotape on there. Take that off. There we go. We don't need that on there. Now it's stuck to my nail. Pop that on. I'm going to do it so it's this little one. So I'm going to have 4. Lovely. Let's stick this on first. Let's get to the, this is just one of the little pockets out of the kit where you bend in the little sides. So I'm going to pop that on there. I need something else. I need a little bit of pink. Right, this is another piece. I think I might just have just a tiny bit of this. Well, not a tiny bit, but I might just pop that underneath. Like that, I think. Let's get a little bit of glue down there. There we go, lovely. Look at that. Beautiful. And then I'm going to just pop some of this down here. If it will come out, there we go. Gorgeous. So we have it there. I think this music paper goes really well with this kit, doesn't it? I will link down below what kits I've used so you can have a look, because I do believe we are still have a few hours of sale going on at the moment, so do pop along to the Etsy shop and have a look. It ends today, I believe, which is Tuesday, is it the 5th today? 5th of September. Look at that, doesn't that look nice? And then let's hope I didn't stick it round completely. And then we've got our beautiful little tag in there, or little journaling card. I think I need a little bit of bling at the top. This is going to be a nice blingy one, isn't it? I'm going to cut this little piece. Let's just go round. Do you think it needs that? Or do you think we just, I think I just need that little bit. Don't think we need the archy bit. Doesn't quite look right. Keep those pieces. There we go, that will do. I don't want to think about it too much. I want to be a little bit more spontaneous like that. Look at that, fabulous. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, do you think we need something down the edge? I think we probably do. I think we probably need something down the edge of all of the pages. So shall we do that last, or shall we do that now? what have we got on? There it is, right in front of me. This little white one, I think we'll pop down there, because look at that. That will look pretty, won't it? So I'm going to just take this out for a second, just so we don't get glue everywhere. Pop it like that. Take this, hold on, it's not squashed. Then I'm going to just pop a little bit of glue down through here. Just cut this end off like that. Lovely, I like that. Now, shall we pop it on the other side? Did I have that in there like that? I did, didn't I? Little sequiny bits on there. Beautiful. So I think I'm going to pop it on this side as well. So that's the opposite side. So let me just turn this around. Pop this along here. Bring this back and pop that in there. That's lovely. Look at that. So, so pretty, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. I am loving it. Look at that. I do like that. I love these. I don't know why I've not used these before. But that looks beautiful as well. That looks lovely. So we've got some nice taggies and pockets and things. Let me get all the glue off my fingers. That I'm going to leave. I think I'm just going to leave these as they are for now. Unless I put something down there, we'll see. I just want that bit to be sort of like, so you've got something to sort of journal on. Okay, what shall we do in the middle? Not the middle, this page. What shall we pop on there? Shall we pop a, look, I love these. Absolutely love them. I think. Shall we do a belly band? Shall we do like a little belly band on there? I think we could probably do it with, look, I made this lovely, lovely ruffle. I think we could probably stick that down. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a little ruffle belly band. I'm going to stick this at the top on here. Make sure I've got a nice big blob of glue. Like that. Let's get rid of that. Stick that down. Look at that. That's big. Oh gosh, don't stick. Don't want to stick to the paper underneath, do we? I think I should have taken it out. Probably a little bit wiser if I took it out, isn't it? Let's stretch that down. That'd be good. Look at that. And then we could put some little rose trim in there, would look lovely, wouldn't it? So let's pop a little bit of glue here. I want to pull this quite tight. Which way round? Are we round this way? That's better, isn't it? Pull that down. Oops. I want it to be bending the paper. Sticking things together. Lovely. Let's just trim this off. Oh. Look at that. Do you think I've done it a bit tight? I don't think so, because these tend to stretch, don't they? Look at that. Oh, love it. Lovely. Where's that piece of paper? Let's just pop that underneath for a second, because I'm going to pop some rose trim on there. This little bit of rose trim, which is my favourite. Look at that. Just beautiful. might actually go all the way down. No, I won't. I think I'll just pop it in the middle. Like that. That many. Let's just do that many. Pop that in there. Whether that's going to be enough, which is the back. At the middle. It's roughly the middle, isn't it? Look at that. See, look, that's why I put that underneath so we didn't stick it to the back of the page. There we go. Oh, love it. Love, love, love. Let's pop these in there. I've got lots of pins everywhere, so I've got to be careful now. I think that one belongs to this one. Okay, I can always go back through this to see if I would like to add anything else. That's the way it goes, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Should we pop that one in there? Beautiful. There we go. That was a very quick one, wasn't it? Quick and easy. So, middle page. What do you think? Anything in there? Let's come back to that because I'm not quite sure. I might even make like a little notepad to pop in there. Do you think? We could make like a little thin one, couldn't we? What do you think? I think I might do that. Let's just make a nice little scruffy notepad. Just a nice thin one. Let's pop these down. You can make this out of your little scrappy bits as well, can't you? Let's just do this. Go. I think 4 pieces should be enough. Like that. Perfect, on top of each other, like that. Now this is going to be too long, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold the top over, like this. There we go, perfect. I'm going to fold that over. I'm going to get a little bit of this, so we'll make the top pretty so we can't see that little bit. That's a bit of a scruffier end, isn't it? Shall we just do that? Shall I pop it over the top? I think it needs a little bit over the top, doesn't it? Just cut that down. See, I don't mind these little bits, but I'm going to put this. I'm just going to take this bit. And that can go there, like that. I want it to be a bit more independent, I think. Maybe we'll just, or should we just stick it onto the back? I think I might just stick it onto the back. If I stick it onto the back, then it means I can put another little flower or something on there. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop and I'm going to sew that on. Do we need anything else while I'm sewing? Let's have a look. Oh, look, this is pretty. These are all lovely little bits that I was gifted, and I was so lucky to have all these bits. There was a fabric store here in Albufeira I went to look for some bits and pieces for, and she gave me lots of little offcuts, which was wonderful. So I'm going to just go and sew along that bit, so I will be 2 seconds. Okay, so I've just sewn across there, so really simple. Not quite sure, I might just cut that little bit off because that's sort of like showing the back of it. So let's just chop that little bit off. I think I might just glue this tiny bit down just to there, because it's sort of sticking up a little bit. I didn't want to sew around it, but I'm going to just pop that on there. How lovely is that? I do like that. And then we've got another little general. I think I'm just going to stick that down, I think, because it's only small and it's just like a little notepad, and then maybe we could pop something. I'm determined to use one of these little bows. Look at that, beautiful. Right, let's just stick this down. I'm going to stick this down with a little bit of glue gun just along the top, and then we can to have it sort of over to the side a bit so we can see these beautiful roses. Let's just make sure that's stuck down. Lovely. Should we pop this on, or do you think that's sort of like the wrong colour, isn't it? Don't want to make it too thick and bulky, but because, oh, it doesn't look very straight, does it? Oh well, that doesn't matter. Never mind. Never mind. What we got? We got any little bits and pieces in here? Should we have a little white one? Beautiful little white one. So I think I'm just going to take one of these little flowers off. Will it come off? Maybe not. I'm going to cut that off and stick that on there. That's it. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Let's just pop that on. Stick that down. Look at that. Oops. Beautiful. Lovely. Now, I think I need something down the side. Let's pop this in. So that goes in there like that, doesn't it? Let's have a look how far we've got. Beautiful. I'm going to sew around the outside one anyway. I think I might add a few more bits and pieces to that. So that opens up. That opens up like that. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. Need something down here. I'll have to come back to that. I'm not 100% sure. Not sure yet. Loving that. Do you think we could pop something up here? Would look quite nice, wouldn't it? Shall we have... Oh, shall we do that little dress? What would that look like? Where's that little... oh, I've got a couple of these. Which one would look best? This one, I think. Should I just stick that on there? That's lovely, isn't it? What do you reckon? We could probably make this into like a little pocket. We could. That's what we shall do. Let's just ink around this a little bit. I love little fabric pockets. Since I put one in my Folks of the Forest, I was going to say Fruits of the Forest then, Folks of the Forest, I think it looks lovely. Now, I'm quite happy to have that hanging out. But how are we going to use it? We need to do a closure as well on here, don't we? So we don't want to hang that out too far. Right, I'm going to stick this to this. Or shall I sew around this to reinforce it a little bit? I'm going to sew around this little one just to reinforce this little bit, because if we want to use it as a pocket. So 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. I've just gone around that just with a little bit of white thread on there on the sewing machine, and I think that's going to look beautiful. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on there. I shall stick this on like that. That looks pretty, doesn't it? Now what we need to do, so make sure that's stuck down. Don't want things to get caught, so let's just pop that on there so that sticks down properly. So what we will have to do is just stick this down this side So that will go in there. I'm going to leave that up. Okay, so I just had to change my battery. I think I was talking for a little bit too long there. I've got this one actually, which I might pop. What do you think? A little piece of this? Oopsie daisy. Just like that, so it dangles down. Do you think it's going to be... I'm going to use it, cut 2 pieces off. I think this is lovely because it just sort of like... it's so... oops, got lots of movement in it, hasn't it? So shall we just wrinkle that up like that? What do you think? Stick these down. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to think about it too much. Let's just pop a little bit of glue along here like that, and just wrinkle it up a little bit without it all sticking to my fingernails. There we go. Lovely, and this will hang down. I might just glue that just onto there, just so it goes that way. Pop a little bit, just so they hang down properly and don't go all over the place. Let's do this one. Like that. Move that out the way. Don't really need to glue all of them down, but I might actually. I know it's very got lots of movement in there, but I think doing it like this, they will sort of stay in place a little bit better. I think it will look quite pretty. Just a tiny bit. Look at that. Still look like they've got movement in there. This one sort of comes down there. Look at that. Love it. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Right, I might pop. Gosh, this is going to be quite a big sort of thick sort of one, isn't it? Which way round? Lovely. Let's pop these on. Let's cut that piece off. Another bit of glue along there. Gosh, well, I'm getting lots of lovely ideas to pop into the big one. So I think I might have to make the cover for my big one quite big and chunky. I wasn't going to quite do it as big as the Folks of the Forest one, but I'm loving how this is turning out. So I think I might have to make it first and then do the cover. Oh, beautiful, isn't it? Loving that. Shall we pop a little something on there? Does she need something on her neck? I think these, what's this? Look, we could just have a little flower. Oh, if we're going to do it, let's just pop it all on, shall we? Let's just make it look pretty. Let's just cut this little piece off. There's beautiful little pearls on there. And I won't cut that bit. A little, oops, I think that was my nail. Look at that. Just gorgeous. And again, we still have that beautiful pocket, don't we? I'm going to leave that in there so I remember to put something in there. Look at that. I love that for the middle page, the center page, don't you? Let's just wiggle this around. Okay, so we've done half of it. I think this is going to be quite a long video, so I do apologise, but I want it all done in one go. Loving it, absolutely loving it. Beautiful. Let's do this side. What should we put on there? What did we put on that one? We did another belly. Oh, maybe I'll do another belly band. Maybe I'll do the same on that side. That's a good idea. Let's get another bit of this ruffle. This one's a little bit smaller. I've got another bit here which is the same size. This is the other piece. That will fit. Let's just cut that little messy bit off at the top. Yes, I think I will do that. Let's pop that. That's tidier for the top piece. Lovely. What do you think? I'm going to take this off. Let's do it like this, shall we? Let's turn this over just so it looks a little bit equal. Not that it really matters. Look at that. I love them. I do. Put that on there. Pop that down. Let's make sure we are twisted the right way. Let's go this way, isn't it? And then down to there, isn't it? Did I stick it to the table? What a mess. Pop it there. It's about right, and then we can just cut that piece off, can't we? There we go. And I think I'll pop another little bit of that lovely rose trim in there. Let's just snip that piece off. Let's have another piece of this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There we go. Where's that piece? Let's put this underneath there. Lovely. Gosh, all nice and gluey today. There we go. Let's pop that down there. Pop that in the middle. Look at that. Lovely. That's fabulous, isn't it? Make sure there's no glue on the back of there. There we go. Lovely. Okay, let's pop this back in here. Pop that back in there. I think the little postcards came out. That's okay. We can pop a little postcard in here. Like that. That goes in there. Oh, love it. Look how chunky it is. Just beautiful, isn't it? And we do need something on that one though, don't we? Got the little dress, so I need to put a little bit of lace or something on there. So let's see, that's okay for now. So we are on this page. What did I put on that one? We did a little pocket, didn't we? Should we do another little pocket? We could just sort of like do the same sort of thing on each one, couldn't we? Should I pop a little pocket on here? What have we got? What do I have? I've got all these beautiful journal cards, haven't I? But I need a little pocket. That's lovely. I think I'm going to get a couple on here. Unless I put that on there. I think that's a bit too bulky. Right. Let's put that on there. Should we have... Sure, I had a journal card to match that. Yes, I do. Look at that. Just love it. Which way in shall we pop it? This way or this way? Doesn't really matter, does it? Right, I'm going to stick this down. Did we embellish that pocket? We've measured that so we can hardly see what's underneath. Right, I'm going to move that out of the way for a second. That's easier, and I can see what we're doing. Little pocket, or shall I make a pocket? What do you think? I might actually use that as a pocket. shall we? And then I might make, and that's got that on it, I'm going to use one of these, look. These are the little postcards. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to make a little journal in there. Do you think that pocket's too big? Oh my gosh, look at me, I'm covered in bits and pieces. We could. So I don't want to cover it up too much, so I might actually use that one. I think I will. And let's just pop something along the top. Of course, what shall we have? Should we have a little bit of this? Will that work? I do like this little, these little bits, so it'd have to go like that. So I'm going to cut this piece here. Oops. Oh gosh. Oops. And I'm going to cut this little flower off. So we can use that. I'm going to pop that up there so we can use that on something else. Lovely. Let's stick that down. So these are the little pockets, they come like that, so you just fold in those little edge bits. So what should we do? Shall we just glue this? Let's just glue these little bits to stick it on. Should we get glue everywhere? Go. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Lovely. Isn't that nice? Pop that on there. Oh my gosh. Glue gun fingers. Pop a little bit of this on. Oh, I've left the lid off. Oh dear. Oh, we're okay. We're okay. Gosh, we've had some major storm yesterday, which we could do with the rain anyway, but it was poured down. The amount of rain that came off our balcony, I had to move all of my plants from underneath it because they were just, poor things, were just getting waterlogged. It rained for probably a good hour and then just suddenly stopped, and we haven't had any rain since, so it's very bizarre weather. Look at that, love it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a few little bits of paper in there. So let's get some tea stain paper. We use this piece. So will that go in like that? I think it probably would. Pop these to the side. I'm going to get all of my little journal muddled up, aren't I? Because I keep moving it. Let's just pop that to the side for a second. Let's make this little scruffy journal, shall we? I love these little postcard ones because they do make beautiful journals. Look at that. It's just stunning, isn't it? And then I get my big stapler. Just staple that through like that. Do you think I will catch it in the middle? Let's hope so. Yes, that's good. So let's just... Perfect. And then we've got this beautiful little journal. Look at that. Very, very quick. If you staple it, it's really simple. Now, the other thing you can do is just, if you've got a smaller staple like that and it doesn't quite reach through, just open it out, pop something underneath like that. Pop, like I normally use like an eraser or something, and just put it over, and you can push that down, so you don't have to have a great big one like this, so don't worry about that. Just make sure you've got something underneath that it can actually attach itself to, or actually go into, so you need something soft. Okay, there we are. Beautiful. Look at that. How lovely is that? And that just fits perfectly into that pocket. Shall we pop a little bit of prettiness on here? Shall we pop just, look, we've got these like little, I've got that little flower, haven't we? Oh, let's just pop the little flower at the top. Shall we have, now I haven't used much cheesecloth today, have I? So I might need a little bit. Let's take a little bit of the pink. Just a little, just so it matches in with the skirt on the other page. Let's wrap this up. Pop that on. Don't need all of that. Scrunch that up. Just like that. Let's take this out. We do tend to make a bit of a mess. Let's just pop. I'm going to use this for the cheesecloth because I can then sort of move it around a little bit better. There we go. I have to use a little bit of hot glue because it's got a bit of metal on it, so I think that will probably stick a little bit better. Look at that. Just beautiful, isn't it? Gosh, my sticky. Fabulous. Okay, perfect. So that matches that page. So what do we put on this one? On this one we put, shall we just do another little tucky spot then? 'Cause that's beautiful, isn't it? Or was it that one? Yeah, no, we're on this one, aren't we? Oh, we've got another one. Lovely. Right, now I've got to rummage through and find my little dauber. There it is. There we go. Well, guys, it's well I wanted to say about, because I get a bit carried away in what I'm doing. The response to the newsletter was amazing, so I really do hope you enjoyed that. I hope you loved it as much as we loved making it. It was fabulous. So yes, your response was great. So you should all have your newsletter and also your lovely kit, so there's no excuse not to make one. So I'm hoping you will. And of course you can, while the sale's still on, I would pop over and pick up all of it together. Look at that, love it. Go and pick up the one that's in the sale as well, the Pirouette of Pink, which is beautiful. Look at that graceful dance. Should we pop that in there? Love it. Did we add any bling to that? Oh, we did to that, didn't we? Should we pop something along the top? Okay, what I did find here, I've got this little pretty one here, which I think might look nice down the edge of the page. Do you think? It might also look pretty. Just a little bit along there. What do you think? We only needed that much. I'm going to use this as well. Just stick that down. Pop that on. Oops. This is really pretty, isn't it? There we go. And that can just stick in there. Oh, I love it. Love, love, love. Right, what was the other one? So we could put, actually, we could probably do another tag on there. Should we do another tag? We could, couldn't we? Right. Let's do that. Then if you do the same on each one, then yeah, it doesn't take as much time, does it? And it gives you the idea, so they will be different. But let's do another different one. Now where's my pocket? So what I might do here, shall I just do sort of like almost like a corner one instead? I could do that. Where's a little tag? Gosh, I'll rummage through here. So we can put that tag in here, can't we? So let's take that off so we can see what we're doing. Let's put that on there. Don't need it. I don't need it that tall, do I? But we can put that on there. And shall I just fold that down? I might just do it as a funny little angle like that. And that can just slip in. I will sew that just like that, I think. And then we could put some pink across here and a little bit of that. Okay, that's what we will do. Now I'm going to have to use this. I'm going to pop this on, just so we are straight. Just see how tall we wanted it. About there. Let's just eyeball that little bit like that. There we go. Trying to find some room. I'll pop that over there. So that can just sit on there like that, which is perfect. I will sew around it. But we could do with a little bit of pink, couldn't we? This is a different pink. This is a scruffier pink, isn't it? Let me see if I can open this up a little bit. See, now I don't want it as scrunched up. I want it a little bit more open so I can sew it a little bit better. So I'm going to sew a little bit of that across there. Like that. Doesn't matter if it dangles down. I'm going to just chop this off there like that. Okay, perfect. And then we want a little bit of grunginess. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go and I'm going to sew that across there and around the outside as well, and then we can just stick this piece down with another little bit of something like that. So I will be 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. I have made that lovely little pocket. Okay, sorry, my phone just rang. So where were we? Now I'm going to, now I've just sewn that, didn't I? So let's have a look. So we need to pop a little bit on like that. So let's have a little rummage through all these little bits of pieces. Oh look, I got another needle, another pin there. We've got all these lovely little bits which I just love. That might be quite nice, mightn't it? Just cut this little piece off there that we don't really need. These are just beautiful, aren't they? That looks gorgeous on there actually. Did I used that little flower, didn't I? What have we got in here? Actually, I quite like, I think I might just leave that. Now, do you think I could use one of these little bows? Shall I just make a smaller one? Probably be a lot easier, wouldn't it? What did I do there? Look, I've nearly used all of this. Let's take that off. I'm going to make a little bow. Just make a little one. I need to colour some more of this seam binding as well, so that I'm ready for my big journal. Let's just make a little one. Yeah, I think this video is going to be quite long, guys, so I do apologise, but I really do want to get it finished in one go. There we go. Let's pop that on there. Perfect. Chop that a little bit off. That's enough to make another little bow. Let's give it a little bit of a grunge up, shall we? So shall I sew? I think I might just quickly sew that. I think I'll sew that on there, and then I'm just going to stick the bow so it comes down like that. All right, 2 secs. I'm just going to quickly sew that on so it's on there better. Okay, super simple. Let's just glue this down like this on here. It looks really pretty, and especially with the white. The white cotton looks nice, doesn't it? Pop that down like that. Perfect. I'm going to just stick a little bit of, put the lid on there. A little bit of glue gun glue on here, look. Which way? Or maybe I will go this way. Oh, that's cute. Love it. Look at that. Now, we've got this lovely tag in there, which looks lovely. Shall we pop another little thingy on the top? A little white one. Shall I just pop a little white one in the corner? Does that look nice? Or shall we have a little fluffy? I don't want anything too big. Let's just cut this off like that. And we'll stick that one on there. That looks good, doesn't it? Oh, I'm nearly out of glue gun glue. Pop that down. Just on the corner. Oh, love it. Beautiful. Right, now I have to try and put this together. So that was the front, wasn't it? And then where did this one fit in? Was that in here? Was it that one? That was it, wasn't it? That goes on like that. Like that. That's those pieces. Oh, I just love that. And it's beautiful. Okay. Wow. Nearly done. Nearly done. Isn't that just gorgeous? So before I forget, I think I'm going to just open this one and just pop a little bit of this one down the edge. Do you know what I mean? It's, oh, so they bend that a little bit. Okay. Lovely, lovely. Where did this one go? Did that one go in there? No, that wasn't it, was it? Now I've got it all muddled up. This goes this way. There we go. That's the way it goes, wasn't it? Let's take this out. Pop that in. Let's take the postcard out of there for a minute. Okay. There we go. That's pretty, isn't it? So we've got lace. I just wanted to put something on each page. So we could do with something. Oh, well, maybe I should have done it on that one too, shouldn't I? Let's take, I'm going to take these postcards out because I don't need that. Right, let's pop it on this side. My gosh, look at all this stuff everywhere. Let's pop that. I don't even know where that came from now. Let's go down here. Perfect. That looks better, doesn't it? That looks beautiful. I'm loving it. That goes there. Loving the little booklet. I think that looks beautiful as well. So really, really happy with this. Now we need to do these two, which are the front ones, aren't they? So maybe I will do another one of these at the back, and then I can pop another one of these on this side. So that's quite a simple one, isn't it? Do we have another piece of this? Let's have a little rummage through here. Okay, I found it. I've just had a bit of a tidy up because I had stuff everywhere. So I found this again. So I'm going to pop this. So this is the on the back cover, which I think will look lovely. So let's just stick this down. I didn't cut that very level last time, did I? So shall I just stick it down first? I think I'm going to stick it with this because I'm going to sew on it anyway, aren't I? Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm loving how this has come out. I know it's a long video, but it's not majorly bad, is it, for a beautiful journal. So we shall pop then a postcard in there. Right, I'm going to take these out because I don't want to sew on those. Let's get this back. So that goes on there. Make sure we are the right way round. So all we need to do is this one, which is, what did we put on that one? Little one like that and that. Perfect. So I have a piece here which I used from the other piece. I have the tag from the Friday freebie. So all I'm going to do is stick that on there like that. We can pop that in there like that, and we can decorate this. So look at that. Nearly done, guys. Nearly done, aren't we? What should we put? So we have that on this side. Should we just, which one should we have? That's pretty, isn't it? I think we'll use that one because that goes with the taggy bit, doesn't it? That can go on there. That will stick. So I'm going to stick it with a bit of glue gun because I've done the rest with glue gun, haven't I? So there we go. Stick that on. Lovely. What did we put down the side of that one? That. Shall we have that on the back as well? Let's just do this. Look at that. Let's just take that out of the way. And then I'm going to turn it over. I do have another piece, which I have lots of them here, which I made. Gosh, it's very pink and pretty. What did I do with that little piece of paper? What did I do? There we go. There it is. That then can just sit in there, just under there. So beautiful. Look at that. Loving it. I think I inked around the edge, but that's okay. Right. That goes in there. That goes in there. And that goes in there. So there we go, guys. Look at this. Fabulous. Make sure you stay in your little pockets. I'm not going to do anything with this. I think I like it just like that. So we've got some journaling space in there. Proper journaling space. Beautiful. Loving it. Okay, so if I take these things out, do you think I remember where they all go? Perfect. So what I'm going to do now is the front. So I was going to put this on. That's a little funny old shape, but I think it will go on here just perfectly. Let's do it like this. It'll probably be easier, won't it? Just like that, which I am loving. Like that. That's gorgeous. Just a tiny little bit of this. Okay, right, what I'm going to do now, I'll tidy that up in a minute, cut these bits off. I am going to just go all the way around this side and around the outside with the sewing machine. So 2 seconds. Okay, that's lovely. So that's just sewn all the way around the outside. So I'm just going to cut these little bits off. This end and this end. I think let's just tidy this up a little bit. Okay, lovely, lovely, lovely. Look at that. That looks beautiful, doesn't it? I'm loving it. Ah, don't you think that's pretty? I do. I think it's lovely. So this will go on the inside. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. So shall we stick something? Oh, actually, I'll take that out. like that. I can always come back and add some extra, can't I? It's not the end of the world. I would like to just add, so if I need to, I can just add some extra little bits and pieces to it, but I'm loving that. Should I stick that so it doesn't flap down too much? These are beautiful, aren't they? Fabulous. Right, now we've got the task of sewing in our signatures, and then we are done. Because look at that, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just quickly do this. I'll probably speed this up, so you're not gonna sit there and watch more. I'm sure you've seen me attempt this a few times. Look at that, that's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Fabulous, fabulous journal, and I'm loving it. I'm going to just chop these little bits off. Don't think I'll have anything dingling dangling off there. So let's see if we can remember where everything goes. Got all of these pieces, not that it really matters too much, does it? That can go in there like that. So that's our little bit for our Friday freebie. We want some little postcards to go in here. Doesn't really matter which one. Okay, so we've got that postcard can go in there. Let's get rid of this little bit there. That goes in there. What did we have in here? We had this beautiful tag in that one, didn't we? I can get that in there. That's all our little bits and pieces. That went in there like that. Now I was going to stick some little bits on there. Now what I'm going to do before I forget, I'm going to use this lovely piece that I was going to put everywhere else, but this can just stick on there. So our beautiful little bow can go up there, because I think that looks nice dangling down like that. Okay, perfect. That goes on there. I will pop some of those on there at some point. Did I put that in there? I think that went in there. We had a postcard in there. Doesn't really matter which one. That looks beautiful. I was going to put something in here. What was I going to pop in there? I was going to make something, wasn't I? Let's come back to you. Postcard can go in there. We have our little booklet in there, which is beautiful. That slips in there. That goes in there like that. We have that in there. And then we have our little postcard in there. I'm not going to put anything on that one. But I do need something to go in here, don't I? So what have we got in our little bits and pieces? We've got these beautiful little journal cards that could go in there. That's a nice little one, isn't it? Look at these. Let's just pop a couple of these in there. Look at that. Just beautiful. I think I stuck that on a little bit lopsided. Can you see? But that's okay. Doesn't matter. Loving these as they are. So we've got some nice little bit of journal space in there. Couple of postcards. Beautiful. Loving it. I'm going to just quickly stick. Where did they go? Here we are. Just a couple of these lovely little blingy bits on there. Super. There we go, guys. That's our beautiful, beautiful journal, and I'm loving it. Another quick flip through. That's the front. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Beautiful. So pleased how it's come out. Loving this dress. I just think that's gorgeous. Just gorgeous, isn't it? So lots of ideas that we've got that we can pop into our other journal when we make a bigger one. And there we go. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've taken some ideas from this, and I hope you sort of like crafted along with me. I would have loved that. So please do let me know. So thank you so much. Please stay safe. take care and have fun crafting. All right guys, bye bye.